Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's PAX Prime 2015. Still, it's day 2. We're still going. We're just right out the gate. We're not stopping. Can't stop, won't stop. I, of course, am Man from Man vs. Game. Check me out on Twitch. But we're not here to talk about me. We're here to talk about an awesome new game coming out, being published by Adult Swim Games. I'm joined by Owen from Fireface.
Fireface.
I love that. Fireface is Owen.
Yes.
You are the entity.
Yes, I am the sole owner, proprietor, mailroom guy, janitor
Founder.
of Fireface.
Yeah, there you go, janitor. I love it. Now, and the game that you are making, can you tell us a little bit about it?
Sure, yeah. I'm making a game called Small Radios, Big Televisions.
Yeah.
It's primarily an exploration game. You're out searching for these cassette tapes in these factories that have been abandoned. And the cassette tapes, they contain virtual worlds, which you can sort of pop into your cassette player and visit with a VR headset. And after you collect a bunch of them, you come upon these magnetic fields, and you can toss all your tapes into the magnetic fields, and when they come out, they've been all messed up.
Oh, okay.
So you can revisit them. The gravity might be backwards, time might be running in a different direction, the colors might be inversed.
Well, that's awesome.
But you'll find different things that weren't there before, which will help you progress through the rest of the game.
That sounds amazing. Now, what I instantly thought was like, there's an audience that like honestly will not even understand like what you're even referring to, like the problem of like having a tape near a magnet. They're like, what is it? Okay, what is a tape? Like,
yeah, I've had a lot of people tell me it's like, your game is cool, but my kids won't not understand what's happening.
But that's why it speaks to somebody like me. It's
exactly.
like, I get it.
Yes. The concept of tapes being manipulated by magnetic fields is really interesting to me, because like with something like a CD, if you scratch it, you can't use it anymore. It's done. But a tape, if you toss it in a magnetic field, it's still usable. It's different, but you can still sort of see what's on there.
Okay.
And that's what really sort of inspired me to make a game like this.
Okay, cool. And we're in one of the buildings right now, kind of like seeking out a tape.
Yeah.
And there you go.
And there we go. We found one. So we're gonna pop this in our cassette player and see what's on it.
That takes me back.
Yeah, it's a huge throwback to Commodore 64 loading games off a tape.
Yeah.
Except instead of taking hours to load a game, you just instantly.
Right there, bam.
So here we are, in a beautiful virtual world, untouched, and there's something for us to find. So pick that one up, and the things you find in the tapes, you can bring back with you to the real world, and they help you progress through the game.
Okay. So like that. What is that? Like it was like a D20.
Yeah, essentially, it's just a gem. I call it.
Okay.
You know, it's just it's a key for a lock.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Gotcha. I was curious. I was like, how is that going to help you progress through the?
Oh, well, we'll see. We'll see in the next room. Yeah.
And that seems to be kind of like, because I didn't know what to expect at all. But it's looking kind of like a kind of point and click adventure.
Yeah,
kind of.
It's sort of a weird take on the adventure thing, where it's sort of a 3D environment which you can sort of go through. And while there isn't an actual character, it's sort of implied that you're wandering through these rooms.
Sure.
Yeah, and then we'll just use this to open this lock, and we'll get out. And we can explore the rest of the factory. And as you go through the different rooms, different sides of the factory open up. So we started over here, and now we've unlocked this side of the factory. When there's another door we can go through.
I love that aesthetic. That looks awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So we got the dark room here. Oh wow.
Yeah. So and there's puzzle elements as well. This sort of demo is very light on them, but as you progress through the game, they sort of get more and more difficult and a bit more convoluted. But overall, it's meant to be a sort of very relaxing game.
Sure.
You know?
Oh, it seems that way.
Mysterious and relaxing. I'd like the player to be equally as intrigued as they are chilled out.
Sure.
You know.
It's definitely like a very unique kind of like setup. Like you said, it's I couldn't like fit this into like a genre very easily. Oh, here we go. The road tape.
Yes. So I started making this game last summer, and so a lot of these tapes are just inspired by places I went to in British Columbia on a trip with my girlfriend. Cool. And we went on this huge road trip, and so a lot of these tapes are just based on the places we went.
Dude, that's awesome. And I gotta say, I love the effects, like the analog tape effects that you've worked in. Like that's brilliant.
Well,
it fits it perfectly.
Yeah, it fits really well, because the people who know what tapes are and understand how they work, I think they're going to appreciate it.
Yeah, exactly. There's going to be like a bunch,
It's analog fetishism.
Yeah, there you go. Well, because it's kind of like a dying, kind of thing. Like there are people absolutely who have, they have never listened to a cassette tape and don't know the like the effects of like wear and tear on a VHS tape, like the tracking and the discoloration.
Exactly. It's sort of, I feel like, an extension of the nostalgia for pixel art games, sort of based on retro games, the early 90s, late 80s.
Sure.
And move that forward a couple of years, and you have nostalgia for, distorted tapes and terrible televisions and things like that.
Those tube televisions.
Yeah, exactly.
Like those are the things you had to like get movers for.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like at the flat screens and all that. So, now in these rooms are it's very interesting as well. Like for some reason, it's a rounding of like Mirror's Edge.
Yeah, that was a huge influence when I was working on this section.
I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Because those are the primary colors.
The primary colors, the flat brick walls, the sort of industrial aesthetic. Yeah, for sure.
Now, do those? Am I sensing like are the like the colors or the design of the room, like are there like hints that you can kind of pick up on?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
There's some stuff I'm not revealing right now, but yeah, definitely. There's a narrative going through the game, and it's a lot of kind of narrative that you explore and discover yourself.
Okay.
It's the kind of game you can play through, finish, and have no idea what happened. But if you pay attention and take note of everything, it all sort of comes together.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because I can see where it would be like a very subtle kind of thing. Because like you said, like you don't even ever really see like a main character, like you said.
No, they're on purpose. There's no characters, very few organics except for the tapes themselves. It's supposed to be a very, I guess, lonely experience.
That's it. I love it.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah.
And that conscious decision to, like you said, like nothing organic except inside the analog tape. Like,
yeah.
I love that idea.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
And then, like you said, like those virtual kind of like lush worlds might be getting warped somehow through. Huh. This is very interesting. It's a very interesting game.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, in the same way with the narrative, it takes a lot of inspiration from Fez. In that Fez, you can play through it and it's a fun platformer and it's cute. But then if you pay attention and get into everything, there's a lot of depth to it.
Totally.
Which I love so much.
Oh.
So I'm trying to bring as much of that into my game as I can.
Fez was gorgeous, and in fact, that shot of the factory outside when it was rotating.
Yeah.
It's Fez all over.
There's a lot of Fez in this.
And there's a part of me like I try not to constantly compare games to other games.
No,
like,
totally.
That's not why we're here, but
yeah.
I'm so glad that you brought it up.
No, yeah, definitely. It's one of my favorite games, probably ever. I just love everything about it, and it's impossible to not have that influence the stuff that I make.
Sure.
So this particular tape, it's a coastal tape, but there's nothing for us to take right now.
Sure.
So we'll just leave because there's nothing there for us.
Nothing for us to just rip from nature. And
yeah.
Consume.
Yeah. So we've collected 3 tapes right now. And in this next area, we're going to find a magnetic field, and we'll toss our tapes in and see what happens to them.
I'm sorry. Just spoiled the whole thing. You just spoiled, the whole playthrough.
Yeah, there it is. We got it.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a big magnetic field. Toss your tapes in. We'll collect them when they're done.
Love those effects. Look at that. The
okay.
forest road coast.
So yeah, we can check out all of them if we have the time.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah? Okay, cool.
Well, until the guy talks in my ear is like, okay, we got 30 seconds.
Okay. I can do that.
Look at I love that. That kind of those are the kind of things that like really make a game like cohesive. And,
right. Yeah.
Like push the theme. Sounds like well, that would be the gentleman in my ear telling us that we've run out of time. So now, what would have happened? Just really quick.
What would have happened? Well, this tape is going to pop up right here.
Okay.
It's messed up, and we've got our gem. So we would grab that, bring it to the other room, and then we would exit the factory, move on to the next factory.
And I wish you could see it right now, but it is anti-gravity right now. So, so tell me, platforms, release dates.
Steam and PS4, aiming for spring release.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
2016.
2016. Yes. Hopefully.
Owen, thank you so very much.
Thank you
for joining me. That's small radios, big televisions.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting game. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
We're actually going to jump straight over to the other stage where I believe Sue is waiting to check out a new game. Sue?